Welcome everyone, I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and this is Flosstube number 137, part 3. Today is Monday, August the 7th, 2023, and this is a video about kind of cross stitch, and it's going to include a shop tour, so stay tuned. Alright, thank you so much for joining me once again. I do parts 1, 2, and 3, so it won't be so long because I'm one of those people that I just don't have time to watch one really long video at one time. So I thought I'd do mine in sections. We're having a terrible thunderstorm here right now, so we came in off the porch to video, and there's my striker, my one Scotty, and Winston's in the floor. You can see a black blob over there, right there. So anyway, let's get started about our cross stitch. What whips and sows did I have? And a whip is a work in progress, and a sow is a stitch along. Okay, this week I didn't have a lot of stitching time because I stitched a lot on the fringe stitch pieces. And I didn't iron since we're having a terrible storm, so I do apologize. But Primrose Cottage Stitches has a sow which I'm dreadfully behind on, and it's called Welcome to the North Pole. It's PC Welcome to the North Pole sow, and it's by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I'm doing mine on 30 count portobello, and this is how far behind I am. I'm still on part 1. Yeah. And I think they're on part 3 now. Or maybe even part 4. I have no idea. Let's see. June, July, August. Okay, we're on part 3. So anyway, this is 30 count. I'm doing 2 strands over 2. I'm using Classic Color Works and a couple of DMC threads. And I'm really enjoying stitching on this if I just had just a little bit more time. You know, I love their patterns. They're so sweet and cute, and this one's so happy. And when I started this, my goal is to have it done by Christmas. We shall see. I have so many things I want to stitch on, and yeah, I just want to stitch everything. That's the problem. So, but we'll see what we can do about that. But anyway, that's my stitch on that, and hopefully I'll have a lot more done the next time I show it. Okay, the other stitch along I have, I'm going to show you my July finish, even though I showed it in, I think, video 136. And this one was from Violets and Verses, and it's out of the Happiness is Homemade Nashville Needlework 2023 cookbook, which I do not have with me right now. And this is my finish. You're so sweet. And I think I'm going to make this into a small pillow. My plan was to have that done by this week. Oh yeah. This is on 36 count. I've got the interfacing on the back. When you make a pillow, you always want to have interfacing. The only back stitches were the pins, and that was it. But I thought this was so pretty, and I just love Jennifer's patterns. She's just a great designer. So she has some cute things. She's got a Facebook group, so be sure and join that. It's called Violets and Verses. I will link it below. And she gives free patterns on that Facebook group occasionally, so you'll have to check that out. Okay, so that was my hashtag Summer Cross Stitch Camp 2023 and hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher pattern for July, because it was something that grows, and tomatoes grow. So now we were supposed to try something new that we haven't done before. So I looked and looked and looked, and I was like, oh, I've done their patterns. Oh, I've done their patterns. You know, when you've stitched as long as I have, you've done a lot of different designers' patterns. So anyway, my friend Dolores had given me this quite some time ago, and I kept saying, I'm going to do this. This nest is best. And it's a little drum. And so I think I'm going to do that one. So here's all my pieces. It's got all the finishing things you need. It's got the fabric, the needle, the floss, everything, and even little pellets to stuff it with. Isn't that fantastic? I've never stuffed with pellets, so that's 2 new things. So, because I've never stitched an old colonial designs pattern either. I saw them at Needlework Galleria, but, you know, last year, but I haven't stitched anything with them. So thank you, Dolores. That was very sweet. And I'm going to get started on that because it has to be a new start in August and a finish in August. And Summer Cross Stitch Camp goes June, July, August. Now you can do all 3 months, you can do 2 months, or you could just do 1 month. And it's not too late to start for August. Just try something new that you've not done before. And hashtag the Summer Cross Stitch Camp 2023 on Instagram, or hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher. And she's got a Flosstube. She explains it. Sherry does. And she's got a shop in Colorado, a real brick and mortar shop. And she also has an online store, which has great fabrics and all kinds of needleworks and bags and everything. Okay, so that's all of my stitching, you know, except what I showed last video. Okay, next we're going to talk about the free pattern, because if you watch my other 2 videos, it's like, where's my free pattern? So I figured since we're in part 1, part 2, and part 3, 1 pattern. Okay, and this one's from Plum Street Samplers. Good grief. And it's an oldie but a goodie. This was out in 2015. It's called Brew Ha. Isn't that pretty? I saw that when I said, oh, that's got to be the one. So I will link that below, and you scroll down and it'll say download PDF on it, and you'll be able to download the pattern. Okay? All right. So I hope you enjoy stitching that one. And you know, if it doesn't really look Halloween-y, it just looks fall-y, you know, or autumnal, as some people say, because it's got the cocoa or whatever, and then it's got the little pumpkin, you know, jack-o'-lantern dancing around, or pumpkin dancing around. So there you go, and some cute little pins. So that would be a good one. Okay, now let's talk about the ornament exchange that I was in, that I kept telling you, oh yes, I'm going to show you this pattern, I'm going to show you this pattern. Well, what I did was, I'm in a Friend Stitch Zoom group, which I've been in for 2 years, and we meet every week, and we sit around that we can, and we sit in front of our computers and we chit chat, and we've gotten to be really good friends. We're from all over the United States. It's really strange. But anyway, we decided we wanted to do Christmas in July. Well, this is not July, I know that, but anyway, we had a couple of people that were still on vacation or had plans, so we decided we would bump it back to August, the first week in August. So we did. So what I did was I sent an ornament by Prairie Schooler, and it was one of the Santas Revisited. So I will post that here. I stitched that on 32 count summer khaki, I think it was, and I used all the DMC Call 4 threads, and I used some jute ribbon for trimming that was red and brown, because I thought it just matched really well. and she seemed to like it, so that was really good. And I got some fabric out of my stash for the back, which I forgot to take a picture of the back, sorry about that. But anyway, so there you go. And what did I get in exchange? Okay, I got this beautiful card. It says peace, hope, and love, and this is from my Zooming friend Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. And she wished me a happy Christmas in July. And because I'm stitching Scotty, she got me some Walker's Scotty Dog shortbread. Thank you so much. You shouldn't have, but I really appreciate it. And she said she was really worried because she says, I know you have all the patterns. Trust me, I do not. There are plenty of patterns I do not have. And, oops, oh, here it is. So she looked and looked and looked, but then she also was sweet enough to get me this enamel needle minder. Isn't that just adorable? Now I can take it out of the pack and use it with my Christmas stuff. It's holly and holly berries. And this one's from Fat Quarter Shop. So I'll link that below. Fat Quarter Shop does have beautiful needle minders. And this pattern is from Heart and Hand, and I had never seen this pattern before, or if I had, it just went bloop, but I love it. And she made the DMC cording, and I was very, very amazed how beautiful it is. Well, not amazed, but I was just thrilled that she made it, because she said she hadn't done it much before. But look at this. Isn't this just gorgeous? And the cording matches it just perfect, of course. And it says Mary. And it's got the little snowman with a cardinal on his head and Santa Claus. Just so, so cute. And I think he's got like a pink Christmas tree, maybe. I think. But just too cute. But I like that whimsical Santa. And then here's the back. She did like a just solid board ornament, and she put padding in there. And there's actually some beautiful beads on here. The white, that's beads, and then she put the cute little star. Thank you, Joanne. I really appreciate it. And I think I said Joanna a minute ago. Oops, I do that. But that was just too much and too nice. But oh, I love it. Thank you. And I'll hang that on my tree and think of you every year. All right, then I got some more Stitchy kindness. Well, that was Happy Mail. I guess we better stay with Happy Mail. Okay, I got some Happy Mail. And this is from Fox and Rabbit. And I'm a Patreon there. And because Karen and Brandon are just wonderful. And he sent me a notice saying, oh, I sent you this instead of that and that instead of this, and he said I can change it. And I was like, oh no, don't bother, because I stitch on mostly anything. I'll stitch on 10 count, I'll stitch on perforated paper, I stitch on Aida, I stitch on linen, you know, it doesn't matter. The only thing I've not stitched on is silk gauze yet, but that's coming. But anyway, he sent me some Ocean Air 32 count linen, and that's pretty much what color it is. Isn't that beautiful? I got a fat quarter of that, and I also got a fat quarter of oyster mushroom. And being one of their level 4 Patreons, you get linen every quarter, I think it is. So thank you. He offered me a rain check, but I couldn't do that to him because, you know, they work hard for their money. And they've had a lot of disasters. I was reading today on Instagram, they had a flood in their laundry room, so that was not good. Okay, and then the next Stitchy kindness I got was from the lady I did the ornament from, my Zoom sketch friend, and she said that she made a mistake and bought these twice, so she really likes them. And I have this one. Sorry about the thing, but I don't want to open it because it's brand new. This is from Tiny Modernist, and it's Halloween calendar. So this will be a giveaway next week when I do the giveaway for my 1,400 subscribers, which I did get 1,400 subscribers before I even knew it. Wow, that was fast. Thank you, folks. I appreciate that. Every 100 subscribers I get, I do a giveaway. And this is also Threadwork Primitives Patriotic Rose. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. Wow. Very, very nice. Thank you, Elizabeth. That is so, so sweet. I really, really appreciate it. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. And then my friend Susie is going to be on this video later showing her haul from Cross Stitch and Crafts. She gave me this. Is this not, oops, Lordy mercy. Is this not the cutest thing? She got this, oh, it doesn't say. It just says Haunted House Wood Sign. And it was, I would say it's probably either Dollar Tree, the Target gift spot, Dollar Spot, I mean, or Dollar General. One of those three. I'm sorry, I don't know exact. She told me and I can't remember. Oh well. But if I find out, I'll link that below too. But isn't this cute? Something from the Halloween Cross Stitch Ornament magazine that just came out. She showed me what would look real good there, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's just too cute. Thank you, Susie. And I haven't seen that either. All right, so then, let's see. Ornament shows, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then we went to Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. Sandra and Amy were just wonderful. And they had a couple of ladies there too, and they were stitching and they just got up and helped us. And I won't mention their name because I didn't ask if I could mention their name, but I just thought that was just so, so sweet. And Susie was too. Plus, while we were there, because we said, yeah, we heard about this from watching the video at the Proper Stitcher, we got a discount, both of us. So I was really tickled about that. So that's not why I mentioned it, but, you know, I just wanted them to know that, you know, that's how I found out about their, you know, their 25-year celebration, because they've been in business 25 years. It's a really nice shop. You go upstairs, well, you go in the back. There's this big parking lot in the back, and you walk in, and there's some stairs and an elevator. So you can either take the stairs, but the elevator's more fun because you get in the elevator, and it's an older elevator, but that's okay. And it opens up, and poof, you're in the cross stitch shop. I just thought that was just great. And the first thing I saw was Bonnie from the Nebby Needles patterns and things, and I was really excited to see those. So I went over and looked at those, and then I saw Amy and the Proper Stitchers new samplers and things, because she's a designer now too. And then I went around and looked and saw Shepherd's Bush, and I just had to have Shepherd's Bush. So I have a bag that I have been looking for this pattern for a while, and this is Scary. And this is done with DMC number 5 Pearl Cotton. And they had the Pearl Cottons, and I got those there. And so I'm excited to start that. I don't have my bag here, so I'll have to wait till I get home, and hopefully I can have that one ready in Halloween. These things stitch up really quick. Then, and I'm going to show this because I do not think that my youngest daughter is watching, but you know, I had a new grandbaby. Sorry about the rattling. I had a new grandbaby, and that's not it. Dang. Here it is. Okay. I had a new grandbaby, little girl, and this is a christening sampler. And I thought, wouldn't that just be cute? It's by JBW Designs. They have a lot of her designs. And it says, with love on this special occasion, a christening. And then you put her name and the date at the bottom. Just too cute. And I love that frame. So that's going to be on the list of things to do. Then I saw this also in the same stack. It says a visit from the Tooth Fairy. Look at that. It's from JBW Designs also. And I thought, wouldn't that be sweet? Now this won't show up too soon because she's not even got any teeth yet, and we don't want to rip them out before she gets them. So anyway, I just thought that was just so cute, and I'll put her little name there. Because that was one thing I did, is I tried to make a Tooth Fairy pillow. for my kids, so they had to share though, because after you had 4 kids, you know, that's a lot of pillows, especially when you got more kids. Then I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get this because I am going to give this to Harrison, my grandson. They've got a that little elf helper. It's not herself the elf. It's oh, come on people, tell me, Elf on the Shelf, that's it. And it says, this one's by Boulder Valley Stitching, and it's a quick stitch. Dear Santa, it says, don't listen to the elf. So, and you put dear and you put whatever their name is. So I'm going to put, Dear Harrison, don't listen to the elf. His mother is going to kill me. I love it. You know, revenge. Get back at your kids, you know, when they grow up. Then I noticed that I'm going blank and I'm so sorry. The Fanciful Flamingo and a couple of other ladies are starting one of Annie, the Proper Stitcher samplers. And I had to get this sampler reimagined by Annie Turner, and it's Clarissa's Garden Sampler. I thought it was very pretty. I liked that. I may change some of the colors so it won't be so muted, because I don't like it when they fade into the fabric. But that is very, very pretty. And so I'm going to be starting that. So, yeah. And then I got one more thing. I got Mary Noel. It says, you better not pout. And this is from Homespun Elegance. And it's got the little charm in there. But look, isn't that just adorable? And look at that pouty Santa. And this is from 2013, but that's okay. So that's what I got. So now I'm going to stick the video here, and you can, at the end, and you can enjoy and make you a list. If you need anything Shepherd's Bush or Bent Creek and you're looking for it, they have it all. They have a lot of mill heel, they have loads of frames, they have loads of scissors, all kinds, and they have the pony needles. They can't hardly keep the pony needles. I did get some pony needles too. And for those of you, hang on. Well, what do I do with my pony needles? Oh, I hope she put them in here. Oh yes, and I got one more thing. Okay, I had my Annabella's stuff in the same box. Okay, here's the pony needles. Notice the top is white, the bottom is black. And Sandra likes them because when you drop them on your shirt or your clothes, you can see them, because if you've got on dark clothes, the white will show up. And if you've got on light colored clothes, the black will show up. So we shall see how these do. I got 26s because she was out of 28s, but 26 is my favorite. And I'm looking forward to trying these out. And then the one more thing I forgot, this is from Heart and Hand, and this is for Harrison also, and it says, I love you to the moon and back, and more than all the stars in the sky. And it's got a place for his name. And isn't that pretty? It's by Heart and Hand. And I'm going to make that and put in his room. And those colors will go just great in his room. Now, Susie is going to share her haul with us that she got at Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. Oh, goody.
So they have a lot of stuff there. They have a huge array, a large store. It was very fun to be able to walk around and see everything that they had. They have a lot of charms, and I took advantage, and it's really hard to see
Let's
it.
see. There we go.
Yep, it's a little scissors, and I did not pull out my scissors, but these are the mini stork scissor charms. I have 2 of them, and I am going to turn them into earrings because they're so cute.
Yeah, Susie does beading, and
I do knitting and crocheting also, along with various other crafts, but those are the main ones.
yes, and she makes lots of scissor fobs too. Really, really pretty ones.
And needle minders.
Yes.
And then was so excited. I ran and showed Dottie this because we saw this on our Friend Stitch retreat. Amy Brucken had showed her adorable little snowman noses that you can add to your snowman cross stitch, and we both got one each. And that's a little snowman nose button. You can stick it on just straight on the pattern. It looks super cute and adorable. We couldn't resist getting one to try to add to one of our projects. And then the next thing that I found was a fabric by Atomic Ranch. Yes, that's what it is. It's Atomic Ranch Fabrics. And it is very beautiful. It is called Cobblestone. It's an 18 by 18 cut. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with it. I don't know yet. But it called to me and I got it. Then we saw Amy Brucken also showed her snowman series throughout the year, where you can snowmen for every season. I would assume every month, really. There was 13 in the pattern. You also got a bonus pattern if you bought all. And at their shop, I was able to find all 13. They're very cute. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see them, because there's very, very many different ones. They're so cute. My favorite one is the Halloween one, because I love how they incorporated a snowman and Halloween together.
Let me see.
It's very adorable.
Oh, he's cute.
He's very cute. I got 36 count linen for this, and it is called Dwarf, and I don't remember the name of who made it. It's abbreviated as PTP.
Oh, that's Picture This Plus.
Ah, there you go. And this is much brighter, just not as easy to see on video, but it's a very beautiful frosty blue. I thought that they would fit perfectly on there, because when snowmen melt, they turn into water. So
oh, gee.
That works out really good. Yeah. I'm really excited to stitch that. I did do Amy Brucken's series of Santas, so now I'm going to do her series of snowmen.
Oh, these are cute.
Yes, and then at Annabella's, I had found this.
Oh, there I go again.
We had found this Mad for Plaid project bag, the pumpkin one, and I didn't have the pattern for it. So when I went to the, Crafts and
Cross Stitch and Crafts,
I found this pattern. Now I know it's a different colored bag. It says Scary on it, and so I'm gonna stitch Scary on the pumpkin bag. Completely happy to do that. I think it's gonna turn out really cute. I don't know what pattern is supposed to go on this bag, but I just picked one that I liked.
That's what it's all about, is picking what you like. Well, we can't wait to see some of those finishes, so you'll have to hurry up and do them and get them done.
Time's a wasting.
Yes. All right. So I've got to get busy. Yeah, so that means I'm going to have more works in progress, more new starts, but that's okay. I'll keep finishing stuff too. But if you get a chance, be sure and stop by Cross Stitch and Crafts. It's in Johnson City, Tennessee, right on the border of Virginia and Tennessee, and real close to North Carolina off Highway 26. I mean, it's a great store, and they are just the sweetest ladies, and they have lots of linen. They had legacy linen. They had picture this plus. I mean, I know the last time I went, they had lakeside linen, and I bought some. And I don't know if they had any this time or not, but call them up, and I'm sure they'll be glad to ship it to you, because she does ship and she takes orders. So thank you so much. And if you need needlepoint silks, all kinds of different fabrics, or threads and fibers, buttons, Just Another Button Company buttons, she's got those. You'll see them in the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully next Saturday, and happy stitching. Be sure and stitch all the things. Bye, everybody. Stay tuned for the video. bye.